helicopter pilot, when we get on there, he said, "This is the last trip. I can't go back to the airport to refuel because it been bombarded with the motor, artillery and stuff like that." My name is Rene. I'm from the Montagnard tribe in central Highland, South Vietnam. When you get into high school, in our school anyway, in military academy high school, they give you two languages to choose. Either you take English or you take French. So I chose English because we have American soldiers, American civilians come to Vietnam, help us. And I want to speak English so I can help them, be able to work with them and help them. So I study really hard. I met Craig when I was working with MACV Team 31, which is military compound. And I was assigned to work in PSYOP unit, which is where Craig worked. That's how I met him.
So he, by the time Bree and I meet, at the ripe old age of like 18 or 19,
yeah.
He's a company commander of a very elite, we call them Mike Forces.
Mike Force, yes.
Mike Forces, and I mean, you did not want to mess around with these dudes, I kid you not. And if they didn't have automatic weapons, they had handmade crossbows.
Yeah, crossbow, buddy.
And you talk about stealth and efficiency.
Yes.
And, yeah. So there's this whole cultural thing between the South Vietnamese people and the Montagnards.
Yeah.
The Montagnards are Malayo-Polynesian descent.
Right.
Vietnamese don't like them. South Vietnamese are trying to take all their farmland. I don't like the South Vietnamese.
Yeah.
I said, I want to learn more about the Montagnard people. I want to understand, because I hear great things about them. So at any rate, he and I get hooked up. We would go and spend time in the villages.
Right.
And
We'd
try to help them with
learn medical
stuff,
schools,
daytime ambush, nighttime ambush, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
A little schoolhouse.
Yeah.
With the one light bulb. We left our weapons in the Jeep. We were teaching
then,
English to the kids.
Who was that guy? Somebody showed up.
It was an NVA.
Creeper. Yeah. It's Creeper.
He stood in the doorway. And I'm up front, and we don't want to scare the kids. And you're in back, and you're like looking at me, going,
God with us on that one.
God
talked with us on that one.
Yeah.
He really did.
I figured that dude was either going to kill us or he was going to take us prisoner.
Yeah. We worked together almost a year, and after that, he transferred to another unit. I come to work, and then the only thing in the office was the captain. We worked together. I said, "What happened to Craig?" He said, "Well, I don't know either. It's military. That's the way they are. You get an order to go somewhere without notice." So I didn't even know until I would say about 47 years later on. Afternoon, late, after, it's very crazy outside when we lift up. The helicopter pilot, he said, "This is the last trip. I can't go back to the airport to refuel because been bombarded with the mortar and artillery and stuff like that. And I looked down, all these people try to, the fence of a wall of the U.S. Embassy trying to get in at that time. But I have nothing. I follow the advice from my American advisor. I work with them. They don't want me to, you know, to be killed because because I work for them, you know. So they want me. You need to get out of here. You're too young to be like that. I disconnected with him since then. Until I come to the United States, I know where city, state he lived. I get the address, so I just go through phone book, to be honest. Go through phone book, look for last name Ostergaard, and keep calling. And I call, finally I get to this individual, and they said, yes, I know that, I know that's my cousin. He worked in Vietnam. And I said, can I get his phone number? We were together in Vietnam. And I told him who I am, my name. He said, yeah, I think I've heard of you mention your name. I said, okay. So I gave my phone number and I called Craig up. Oh man, since then we talked, and I would get out of the office and talk outside for a while, you know, and then we said, okay, so he made an arrangement to come see me and my family after 47 years later on doing it. But it just, when I see him, we're looking at each other, you know, he was young with a mustache and, you know, stuff like that. And he looked at me, I was young with big sunglasses, you know, and it's different than now when we see each other. I said, well, he said we just hug and sit down, and you can see the picture, you know, that we sit together on the table, and that was the first picture. First we met each other after 47 years. It's very, I was so happy and get reconnected with him because I respect him so much.
So we reconnected 47 years
Yep,
after,
yep,
right?
Yep.
So we usually, we try to see each other at least, once a
year.
year.
Yes,
yeah.
you do that, yes.
At least once a year. But we text usually Sunday night.
Yeah, Sunday night, yeah.
Just to check on each other.
Yeah, check on family.
Touch base,
yeah,
how the families are doing.
Right.
All that good stuff.
Yeah.
And it's always our text, so we always have
and that,
prayer, we always have
yes,
prayer, we have love.
We always do, yep.
And always a thumbs
up. That's, to me, is important to do that. They want to do that,
yeah.
You know, so.
It's those experiences that you've gone through together that you got to be able to talk about it, and you can't self-isolate.
Love you.
I love you too.